They have full basements, and we can't start pumping yet because the water's up too high.
Now at 5, heavy rain overnight causes major flooding problems all across the region. Good evening. Huntington County is experiencing some of the worst of that flooding. News Channel 15's Sara Wagner gives us a look at the damage in tonight's top story.
We've been driving around Huntington County all day today, and I can tell you we've seen dozens of washed out roads and flooded yards. One of the hardest hit areas is here in Andrews, where the fire chief tells me this is the worst flooding he's seen in 25 years.
Nightmare that sounds like it's going to be a week-long nightmare.
A nightmare that all started around 1 o'clock this morning. Loon Creek overflowing with trees and even tires floating down it.
You name it, it's came down this creek day.
The fire chief says his department had to evacuate around 30 people from their homes overnight. The majority are back home and dealing with extensive water damage.
Something's surely off on their 100-year floodplain.
The fire chief says the water has dropped about 3 to 4 feet since this morning, but there's still plenty of cleanup left to do.
Our biggest concern after this was we lost the train bridge last night.
Firefighters were working down the road to control the flooding at Loon Creek when they heard a large pop around 3 in the morning. They came down here to find that a train had gone over these tracks behind me, and the train tracks have been crumbling ever since. The fire chief says the flooding came so fast that sandbags weren't an option.
If we sandbag this side of the creek, we push all the water on the people that live on the other side of the creek.
Sandbags are in high demand in Huntington, where crews have worked around the clock to fill them.
Over 100,000 pounds in the last 2 days, almost 4,000 sandbags.
Well, this can be a very stressful time. Officials say it's times like this where support pours in from all corners of the county.
Total strangers. People I've never met, people I'll probably never see, and I'll probably never ever be able to say thank you. But I personally would like to say thank you to everyone that's helped.
The fire chief says they are prepared to work as long as need be to control this flooding. He says they should be good as long as the heavy rain doesn't start again for a few more hours. Reporting from Andrews, Sara Wagner, News Channel 15.